Hello everyone, today I have a very special video planned. Today I'm gonna go to Andy's Orchard and take you around there, and while I'm there I'm gonna get some peaches, and then we're gonna go home and make some peach streusel muffins. What makes this super special is I was talking with Andy a few days ago, and he said that I could go there before the store opens. That's right, I'm gonna get there at 9 AM, and normally they open at 10, and he allowed me to do this so I can take some film of the store and film in the orchard, so I'm super excited about that. I'm super excited to take you on an exclusive tour, so let's head over there now. I just arrived at Andy's Orchard, and they handed me this huge flat of peaches, so this is going to be perfect for peach streusel muffins, and now I'm going to show you around Andy's Orchard. This is Andy's Country Store. Andy's Orchard sells multiple local honeys, and they even sell local honeycomb, which I love. Andy's Orchard also makes their own dried fruits, which I absolutely love. I especially like their dried apricots. The main thing everyone loves about Andy's Orchard is their wide variety of stone fruits. They have all sorts of stone fruits, ranging from peaches, to nectarines, to even plums, and they're all so good. Now I'm gonna take you on a tour of Andy's Orchard. Here is the sign at the entrance of the driveway where you enter. After going past the sign, you just drive down a long gravel driveway leading up to the store. As you drive along the gravel path, you can see tons of fruit trees, and it's super beautiful just seeing all the fruit hanging off of the tree branches. At Andy's Orchard, you can also hear roosters, apparently. Anyways, that is the end of our exclusive tour of Andy's Orchard, and now I'm gonna head home to make our muffins, because I'm super excited to make them. I just got back home now, and it's time to make our peach streusel muffins, and I'm super excited. We're gonna start by making our crumb topping, and for it we're gonna need 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar, along with a tablespoon of granulated sugar, and also 1 teaspoon of cinnamon. And you're also going to need half a stick of butter, completely melted, and 2/3 cup of flour. First, we're going to add our brown sugar to our bowl, along with our granulated sugar and cinnamon, and our melted butter. And we're just going to use a rubber spatula to combine this all together. Now that that is all combined, we're going to go ahead and we're going to add our flour to this. And we're going to mix this to combine. There we go, our crumb topping is ready, so now we're going to go ahead and make our batter. It's time to make our muffins now. For it, we're going to need our wet ingredients, and in our wet ingredients is going to be half a cup of unsalted butter, and this needs to be softened to room temperature. And we're also going to need 2 eggs, again, heated up to room temperature. And we're going to need half a cup of yogurt, a 1/4 cup of granulated sugar, and you're also going to need half a cup of packed brown sugar. It can be light or dark, and you're also going to need 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We're going to start by whipping up our butter with a hand mixer for around a minute or so until it is nice and fluffy. Now that our butter is nice and fluffy, we're going to go ahead and add both of our sugars, both the granulated sugar and the brown sugar, and we're just going to go ahead and whip this up again. Both our butter and sugars are very fluffy, so we're going to add our eggs, vanilla, and yogurt. Now we're going to beat this on high speed. Our wet mixture is now done. It looks a little clotted, but that is totally normal, and now we're going to move on to our dry ingredients. For our dry ingredients, we're going to need 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. we're going to need 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of baking powder. We're going to need all of that right there. And we're also going to need some spices. We're going to need half a teaspoon of cinnamon, an eighth a teaspoon of ground allspice. Allspice is a very strong spice, so you only need an eighth a teaspoon to flavor our entire batch of muffins. And we're going to need half a teaspoon of salt, and that's all the dry ingredients. Now we're just going to go ahead and add all of these ingredients that I just mentioned into a large bowl. Now we're going to pour our wet ingredients into our dry ingredients. And we're just going to whisk this until it's mostly combined. And guys, this looks pretty combined to me. It's not perfect, but that is okay. So now we're going to add 3 tablespoons of milk to this. And then we're going to whisk this until just itty bitty lumps remain. Right here we have 1.5 cups of our July Flame peaches, and I have to tell you, these are so delicious. They're perfect for eating, and they're also great for culinary use, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pop these in. They're very sweet and very juicy, and they're just so great for baking, and pretty much anything you want. So we're just gonna go ahead and fold these in now, because we're gonna be careful to not smash them. Now we're using an ice cream scoop to transfer our muffin batter into our greased muffin pan, and I just used nonstick spray. I just divided up our muffin batter between all of our muffin tin, and now we're just going to sprinkle it with our perfect and delicious crumble on top that we made earlier. I just finished dividing the crumble up between all the muffins, and as you can see, the tops are completely covered, and that is what we want. And they look super delicious, but now we're gonna bake it in a 425-degree oven for 5 minutes, and then I'm gonna show you what we have to do after that. Our time is up, so we're gonna set our oven to 350. And then we're just gonna start it, and then we're gonna set our timer to what I think is best, so that's gonna be 17 minutes. The recipe says around 15 to 20 minutes, but I think 17 will be the perfect amount of time. I just took our muffins out of the oven, and they look and smell absolutely delicious, and now we're just gonna let them cool for a little bit, and while we're letting them cool, we're gonna make our glaze. It's time to make our glaze now. It is super simple. It's just 1 cup of confectioner sugar, or what we might call powdered sugar, along with 3 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream and half a teaspoon of vanilla extract. We're just going to add everything to a small bowl, and we're just going to go ahead and gently whisk it together until it forms a nice and thin glaze. I just finished whisking it, and I ended up adding a little bit more milk, because as you can see, it has this nice, luscious, creamy texture, almost the texture of melted chocolate. And the reason I added more milk is because it was really thick. It was almost like wallpaper paste. It was thick. So now it's nice and thin, and I'm going to transfer this to a piping bag to pipe onto our muffins. I'm just going to show you guys now how to pipe our muffin. I'm just going to pipe one here, and the way we're going to do it, so we're just going to pipe it out of our bag, and we're just going to go back and forth, like this. Let's give our muffin a taste. It smells so good and looks so delicious. Wow, that muffin is so good. I love the juicy peaches. They have such a rich peach flavor, and it really enhances the muffin, which is super fluffy and has a wonderfully crunchy and crumbly top. But I think the key is those July Flame peaches, because they really add a nice and super juicy and rich peach flavor. It's so good. I gotta give a big shout out and thanks to Andy of Andy's Orchard, who let me take these peaches and who gave me this shirt, and he also let me take you on an exclusive tour all around his orchards, so I definitely want to give a big thanks to him. Guys, if you live anywhere in the Bay Area, you gotta head over to Andy's Orchard. It's located in Morgan Hill, and it's not too far from anywhere in the Bay Area. It's definitely somewhere I recommend because it is very good, and I'll go ahead and put the address in the description down below. Some of you might be wondering what I give this muffin, how do I rate it, and I give it a 10 out of 10. It's so delicious, especially with those amazing peaches. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.